So I've honestly kind of been dreading this, but I really want to spend this afternoon doing some small projects around the house because I kind of been putting them off. Hi, my name is Maria, and I like to do all sorts of things that are really creative with my home, with art, with sewing and cosplay. So if you're here for that, great, join me, subscribe. I'm trying to get to like 1,000 this year, hopefully, but anyways, the house. I've lived in this house for close to 3 years. I think by the time that this video comes up, it should already have been 3 years, or at least very close. Regardless, I have been doing a lot of things. Well, my partner and I have been doing a lot of things to make the house better, to just improve it and make it a lot easier for us to exist inside of it. And just, little things. Like, I know it's a mess behind me right now, but you can see that it's like at least already decorated. If you want to see like a house tour, it should be somewhere up here. But I just need small projects today, small things that I can do within like an hour or so that will make me feel really happy and just excited to be at home. My small list includes figuring out something better for the shoe situation. Right now we have like a small shoe stand that we use to put our shoes, but I don't know about you guys, but I like to kind of mix and match. So not my shoes. I have the terrible habit of wearing the same pair of shoes every single day, even though I have honestly a lot of pairs of shoes. So I really want to get better at that this year. So I'm gonna need something better for that situation. Our laundry hamper is broken. We got like one of the really cheap ones made out of like PVC from Walmart, and I really want to change it. I want to upgrade it. I want to get something better, and I did. I found something nicer at Walmart that is really gonna help like my partner and I with doing laundry more often, which I know for most people sounds like a negative thing, but we actually have one of those 2-in-1 washer dryer machine combo thing that's like, like the one machine that does both. Does it suck that you can only wash like a little bit of clothes at once, or that it takes 3 hours to get through the whole cycle? I mean, it works for us. We are 2 working people with no kids. It's fine. It just means that we have to do laundry more often, which can suck, but it does mean that you have like fresh, clean clothes more often. At least that's how I like to look at it, but I need to fix that. Back to the shoe thing. We're back to the shoe thing. I bought a extension almost for the shoe cabinet that I have. It's like a modular, so I just bought more pieces. So I do want to install that, and I think that might help, maybe. And I have, you can't see it on the screen, but up here I have my records on my wall, and I bought some more little like shelves so I can display the inside of them, because my partner got me the Short and Sweet album by Sabrina Carpenter and The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Chapel Roan, and they have really pretty inside covers that I would love to show off, but I currently can't because I don't have the space for it. So that's the other thing that I would like to do. If I can do other small things like sweeping or mopping, that would also be nice, but I don't really care too much for all of that. So join me if you need to do any small projects around your home or in your office space. Now's a really good time to do it. We can do some body doubling. We can do some motivation through the screen, and just, hang out, clean, organize, and vibe. Let's get started. So, welcome to the voiceover part of this video. There shouldn't be too much, hopefully. First of all, I'm listening to Femininomenon by Chapel Roan with this clothes hamper. Like I said, I had one that was just plastic and whatnot. It was like PVC pipes that had been cut up, and Here's the thing, it's cheap, so it was nice and it was useful. However, the part that isn't very exciting is that it just kept breaking, like the PVC pipes, when there was any amount of like quote unquote pressure in the little baskets, it would pop out of the little corner pieces, and also the little straps at the bottom when the bags are too heavy, either because I had like one of the thick blankets that we have for the winter, or if it's just full of pants because, you know, we haven't done the laundry yet, it would just sag, and so it would create all of that like heaviness, and it just didn't work. I mean, it worked for the $17-18 that it's worth, but it hasn't really worked long term. This one that we got was kind of expensive. It was almost $40. I think it was like $37. And I used some Christmas money that we got from my family to purchase it. So it wasn't too bad on the bank. However, because it's made of metal, it is such nice quality compared to that shitty PVC one. And also because it's made out of metal, it's not gonna fall apart. The bottom part is made of metal, so if I wanted to in the future make larger baskets than what comes with the box, then I can totally do that, and I have more space, and it's not just gonna fall apart or pop out of socket because it's built with screws. It took me, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to build it, so it wasn't super hard. It was actually pretty easy, which is really nice. And then I just brought it over to where I have my clothes hamper. We keep it at the end of the hallway just because we don't use that door at the very end because that's where our furnace is. And we have the 2 bedrooms on either side, and the bathroom is all in that same hallway. And there's not enough space in the bathroom to hold onto this basket, so it just stays there. It works. It works perfectly fine. The only thing is I did put on the little wheels, and I kind of wish that I hadn't, just because if I bump into it, then it just moves. Even though I did lock it, I really should just remove the wheels. So breaking everything down from the old laundry hamper thing, I got a bunch of like thin PVC pipes, which I'm gonna store it in our laundry room because I think this would be really good for prop making, like having some pre-cut out. That's my bad. But just having pre-made, pre-cut PVC, I think will be really good for prop making. So I'm gonna keep those. I think the wheels might be useful. I have thoughts on making something with the wheels that I could just move around in the future, but that's for the future. These ties could be useful. I'll keep it for sewing. The actual mesh, it's not, I mean, it does have some parts where it's like kind of broken, but I think they could be really good for making just like mesh tops. I'm also looking into ways that I could hang / display my stuffed animals, and I think something like this could be helpful. I'm gonna make sure to wash it before I stash it away. Here is our shoe cabinet. It is secondhand from artist family, and I'm going to clean it up real quick because it hasn't been cleaned for a while. The state of it isn't the best, but that's not a project I want to tackle today. And it looks like there's no spiders in here, so it should be fairly easy cleaning. So I built up that the shoe thing, and I connected it with the one that I already had, and it's so much taller. It's almost the same height, but I took these bars and put them here, removing them from down here so I could add things like our tall boots. And at the very bottom, I have a very special surprise of what's gonna go there. So again, here's what it looks like before I put any shoes on here. And here's what it looks like with all of our shoes. There's a little space in there for the shoes that I'm wearing right now. And this is everything we own, which I think is gonna be really helpful in being able to like pick out shoes when I'm getting dressed, so I'm not just like only wearing those Vans or those. So I think this will be really helpful. The other thing that's an issue is that if you saw my Fallon cosplay, you'll know that I had bought these beautiful Jeffrey Campbell shoes and I wanted to use them for cosplay, but this shoe is an 8 and this size is like a 6. I'm pretty sure, I don't have the sticker on them anymore, but because they're different sizes, I can't really wear them. So I'm looking into some places to see if I could just donate them. There's a lot of places that do things for like amputees or people that have different sized feet. So I got these for $25 at a dirt cheap and I picked out the wrong shoes. So whatever, that's fine. I'll call them and we'll see about donating these. I never actually wore these. I tried them on twice at the store and, you know, at home. So we're gonna take a little bit of a detour because I need to take down my Christmas tree and some of my Christmas decorations to put them in the decorations container. I don't know if I'm gonna decorate for Valentine's Day because the only thing that I really have is for my table. And like that's just, I'm not gonna decorate for Valentine's Day this year because all I really have is like a table runner and like, I forget what the word is in English, but the thing that you like place your plate on. They're really cute. They're like in little heart shapes, but what I want to do is I want to take the decoration boxes that I typically keep in our bedroom and I want to move them into the laundry room. That way I can still access them when I want to redecorate and change out the things around the house, but I don't need to ask my partner to like get it for me. We're listening to some Ashnikko and I'm going to take down my little tree and I think that's really it. I think that's all I put up this year. Okay, so I might need your opinion on this. I've seen some people keep their Christmas trees up year round, but they decorate it for different holidays in the same way that you would like decorate your home for the holidays. So I would really like to do that at some point, but I want to make more of handmade ornaments to go on my tree and like around the house. All of the Christmas decorations that I have are from Walmart. Hoping you sensing a theme because yes, this is like the only place to get stuff from in town, but if not there, then I have a couple of things that are secondhand that I didn't put out this year just because I felt like, I don't know, I just didn't want to decorate as much this year. It's just kind of a hassle and I kind of went like all out last year. So like, I know I said I didn't want to decorate for Valentine's Day and that might still be true, but maybe in the future I tackle some sewing projects or some crafting projects that require me to practice some of those skills and make some cute little home decoration. I'm kind of already working on that in some sense, but I think it could be really cute. Okay, here are my 2 decoration boxes. They're filled to the brim, so I'm going to take these to the laundry room and then we're going to attack this little space down here. So about half an hour of work later, I got our little shark vacuum mop thing cleaned up, like deep cleaned, like everything in there is trash and dirt and hair from the inside. And like I went really deep with it. So I got it set up in a nice little space. Gonna be sitting down here. Amazing use of space, I know. And it's like not obtrusive and in the middle of the room, which means that when we set it on to like clean, it's got plenty of space. However, we like to make our own formula. You know, when we were using it more actively, we made our own formula for like the liquid that uses for mopping using some Fabuloso concentrate, but I can't find the bottle that we have of the stuff that's already made, so I'm gonna have to make some and then set it off. But I'm not gonna do that today because 1, it's been like 4 hours, so I'm like a little bit tired. I gotta set it up into place. I do also have to like download the app again and like get all that set up, but that shouldn't be too hard. Also, there's like a lot of stuff on the floor that I would like to figure out a better place for them, so we also got to figure that out. I think I'm going to sweep the house and mop. I'm waiting for the washing machine to finish its cycle so I can put some more stuff in there to wash. And I guess we just have to put away a couple of items. In fact, what I need to put away is, actually, you know what? It's been a while since I've shown you this. So like my partner and I, finally, it's so like organized and clean. So I'm gonna put, actually, why am I walking this way? I'm gonna put the wheels and my thing of screws and nails and bolts and stuff like that. I'm gonna put that in that closet so that it's all just kind of in the same general space. Oh my god, it's so dark. I'm so sorry for that. Ignore my fruit strip. I'm hungry. I was gonna lie and say that it was the same day, but I hate lying so hard. So instead, let's talk about what I didn't get done. Records. I have on these really cute clear acrylic stands, and I bought more so that I could show off my Chapel and Sabrina open beautiful album covers. However, that would require me to do two things. One, make a bunch of holes. Two, cover up the holes that I've already opened previously, because I would really have to move this entire display. And three, I don't know how well you can see it, but I have these really cute like string light that has like celestial bodies on it, and I love it. It's so cute. It's so cozy. And I was thinking it'd be really cute if I actually placed it right behind where you are, which is a half wall that separates my space and the living room. And I thought it'd be so cute to take some little like hook screw things and screw it into the wall, or not the wall, the ceiling, so I can have that there, and then I can have this entire space just for records and stuff. And I thought that was such a good idea. I still think it's a pretty good idea. The issue is that this house was made in 1970 something, and I never checked if our popcorn ceiling is made out of asbestos or has asbestos. So I've tried not to make any holes in the ceiling. There have been some like tacks, like thumbtacks that have been put into the ceiling by the previous owners or people that lived here. So that's a thing, but I'm scared to open up any new ones. We're not gonna tackle that for now. What might end up happening is I figure out something else to do in the future, or I just don't do that idea until like we move houses. How likely are we to do that? What's the plan on moving? Maybe we start looking next year. I'm putting that out into the world of looking to move next year, but it's probably not gonna happen this year. The other plan is that I would like to paint the house this year. I know I wanted to do it this past year, but brain. I'm sorry if the camera is moving. I'm actually propping you guys up on the cat tree, and there is a cat on the cat tree. So, do apologize. But I'd really like to paint the house this year. It's this color. It's like a tannish orange, kind of. And I don't really like it, but I don't really know what color to paint it. I mean, I do have this really nice, like, off-white bone color that I'd like to paint the walls, but I would like to have pops of color. Maybe I can get your input on it. Here, we'll show you this much. This wall, I know for a fact that I don't want to paint white because I fear that it'll kind of like drown me out. So I'd like to paint it a color, but I don't know what color. I've got these lovely like deep green. They're almost like Joji's album color. But I've got these curtains. They're black and this like turquoisey color. I've got a lot of this type of green. I've got a lot of pink. I've got a lot of blues. And by that green, I mean like minty green type colors. I've got a lot of parts that are just like black. So I don't know what color. I'm thinking a dark purple could be kind of cool. But I don't know. let me know what you think I should paint it. Like I said, I've got this nice bone color that I want to paint the rest of the house, at least for like a base color, just so that it's not this color of orange, which isn't a bad color, it's just not the color that I want. I've got these like white spots all over my background, and that's because it's been spackled over. So I know I need to go over it with like a texture spray before I paint. But I think that'll just make the house look more complete, which I would really like to be moving towards. I think by the time that this video gets uploaded, we should be at 3 years of owning this house, which is crazy to think about. Because it feels like both I've done so much and yet I haven't done very much. But anyways, to paint the house, I have to go through and have to retexture some spots of the walls, which shouldn't be too bad. I want to take painting like a little bit at a time. That's always the issue with trying to do anything, because I work a full-time job, but I also do YouTube, so that takes up an extra amount of time. So I don't know what color. That's what I'm stuck on, because I think a light pink would be really cute, but I don't really have all that many pink things. And I don't want it to be like a super pale color, because that's what the other walls, I want this to kind of contrast. Anyways, let me know what you think. I hope you've had a good time hanging out and doing things. It's already been like 24 hours that I've lived with the changes that I've made, and oh my god, I like the shoe cabinet. I really like the shoe situation. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. This year, I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers, so it would really mean a lot if you joined and we got to hang out more. I don't know how many like house things I'll be doing actively on screen this year, but I do have a lot of creative projects that I'm looking forward to filming and sharing with you all. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!